Tonight to the program, as we count down to the general election, we give you some statistics on eligible voters and details on the prime ministerial candidates. Then in Talking Politics, we talk to Uttama Sawanayon from the Palang Pracharat Party. And we dive into the history of Nora. Swadika, I'm Nad Bunag and welcome to This Week with Thai PBS World. Right now, Thailand is counting down to the general elections, which will take place on Sunday, May 14th. Many political parties have announced their prime ministerial candidates and have launched campaigns to woo their voters. As the general elections are around the corner, let's go over what you need to know. This time, Thailand has 52.2 million eligible voters taking part in the general election, with Bangkok having 4.4 million. If we categorize them by generation, about 60 million of these voters are Generation X, accounting for 30.8% of the electorate. There are also 15.1 million Generation Y or millennial voters. At the same time, there are also 7.6 million voters from Generation Z, 4 million of whom are first-time voters, which account for 7.6% of the total electorate. In the House of Representatives, 500 MPs will be elected on May 14th, including 400 constituency MPs and 100 party list MPs, while the 250 senators will be appointed. To become the next prime minister, a candidate must win at least 376 votes in a combined vote by the House and Senate. As for the prime ministerial candidates, we begin with the newly formed United Thai Nation Party, which has nominated incumbent Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha alongside its party leader Phiraphant Sariratvipak. While the Palang Pracharat Party has nominated General Prawit Wongsuwan as its only candidate. The Pheu Thai Party has nominated 3 candidates, namely its advisory chief Pathongthan Shinawat, real estate tycoon Setha Thavisin, and the party's chief strategist Chaikasem Nitisiri. The Move Forward Party has nominated its leader Pitha Limcharoenrat to compete for the prime minister's position. Other parties have also nominated their party leaders, including the Phumjai Thai Party, which has nominated Anuthin Chanwiragoon for the top job. The Chat Pathana Kla Party nominated Korn Jatikawanith. The Chat Thai Pathana Party has nominated Warawut Silapa Acha. Thai Sang Thai Party has nominated Kun Ning Sudarat Geyurapan, while the Democrat Party has nominated Jurin Laksana Visit. Next week, the registrations of election candidates, which include constituency MPs, party-list MPs, as well as prime ministerial candidates, will take place. After registrations are complete, the Election Commission will announce the official list of MP candidates within 7 days. Now let's take a look at some of the top contenders standing to head the next administration in more detail. The incumbent premier, Prayut Chan-o-cha. It has technically been 8 years since Prayut took office as the Prime Minister of Thailand. The general rose to power in 2014 after the military coup toppled the Yingluck Shinawatra administration, which also saw an end to the prolonged political protests between the yellow shirts and the red shirts. Prayut got re-elected as Prime Minister in 2019 after most of the Senate voted for him to continue as the country's leader. It has caused a number of new political demonstrations, mostly led by young protesters, demanding that he step down and switch off the Senate's power in electing a Prime Minister. In 2022, Prayut faced the toughest battle over his 8-year limit as the Prime Minister. The Constitutional Court, however, ruled that his term in office started in 2017 when the current constitution was promulgated. This means he can stay in power for no more than 2 years if he gets re-elected. With hopes of staying in power, Prayut joined the United Thai Nation Party to compete in the upcoming general election. He insists that he is confident that the party will win the election.
วันนี้ที่มาที่ตรงนี้เพราะผมเคารพในกระบวนการประชาธิปไตยของประเทศไทยใช่ไหมแล้ววันนี้ที่มาเนี่ยไม่ใช่เพราะผมอยากไปอยู่ต่อแต่ผมมาพูดกับทุกคนว่าประเทศไทยต้องไปต่อใช่
The youngest contender, Pathongthan Shinawat. At 37, Pathongthan is the youngest prime ministerial candidate so far. Despite being the daughter of a former prime minister, she did not participate in many political activities until the Pheu Thai party appointed her its advisor on inclusion and innovation in November 2021 and unveiled her as the head of Pheu Thai family in March 2022.
ไปในแต่ละที่เนี่ยอิงมีความมั่นใจมากขึ้นเรื่อยๆในเสียงของกระแสการตอบรับนะคะเพราะว่าทุกที่เนี่ยเขาให้กำลังใจเราเยอะมากแล้วก็เราก็อธิบายให้ฟังว่าการที่ต้องชนะแบบแลนด์สไลด์เพราะอะไรเพื่ออะไร
Pathongthan was formally announced as Pheu Thai's prime ministerial candidate in January and promises to revive the economy, raise the minimum wage, and stand against military domination of politics with the party's slogan, "Think big and know how to implement for all Thais." The old power, Prawit Wongsuwan, the leader of Palang Pracharat Party. Prawit is also known as the big brother of the Burapha Payak or Tigers of the East military clique. He has offered himself as the man to lead the country out of its two-decade political conflict by floating the idea of forming a coalition government consisting of political parties from conflicting camps to promote reconciliation and democracy. While Prayut led the coup that toppled the Yingluck government in 2014, Prawit is widely credited with helping the military to prolong its power after the 2019 general election.
ให้โอกาสพรรคพลังประชารัฐพวกเราอาสาที่จะนำความรักความสามัคคีสู่ประเทศชาติของเราโดยจะก้าวข้ามความขัดแย้งทั้งหมดเราจะทำประชาชนคนไทยทั้งหมดให้เป็นมีความรักความสามัคคีเป็นหนึ่งเดียวส่วนในเรื่องของการเมืองนั้นเป็นว่าไปว่าในสภา
The newcomer Pitha Limjaroenrat, head of the Move Forward Party. A former business executive and a candidate for Thailand's next prime minister from the anti-establishment Move Forward Party is now attracting voter attention, especially among the urban young, with his rhetorical style in House debates. Known for his anti-establishment views, calling for the repeal of Article 112 or the Lèse Majesté law, he states that his campaign focuses on improving people's lives through decentralization, bureaucratic reform, and the ending of military intervention in politics.
นี่คือเวทีที่พิทักษ์ภาษีประชาชนถ้าติท่านอย่างเดียวแล้วไม่มีอะไรใหม่ๆมานำเสนอท่านก็หาว่าเป็นเรื่องของการเมืองแล้วไม่ต้องกลัวครับเมื่อถึงเวลาของพวกผมเมื่อไหร่พวกผมทำแน่นอนครับขอบคุณครับ
Despite the Move Forward Party itself currently running second to the Pheu Thai party in recent polls, Pitha is the candidate who most people would prefer as Thailand's choice as the next prime minister. The man with a green plan, Anuthin Chanwiragoon. The 57-year-old is a deputy prime minister and the current public health minister. He was an heir to a major construction company before entering politics. Anuthin became the leader of the Phumjai Thai party in 2012. His most recognizable work was the decriminalization of cannabis and the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Anuthin, whose nickname is Nu, meaning a mouse, said that he is ready to be Thailand's next prime minister. In one interview, however, he said that he will be a die-hard supporter of whoever becomes the next prime minister.
หนูก็เป็นหนูยังค่ำผมอีก50 ปีผมก็ชื่อหนูผมไม่ใช่ชื่อสิงโตนะครับเป็นหนูที่พร้อม ช่วยราชสีห์ถ้าราชสีห์ทำงานให้กับบ้านเมืองให้กับประเทศชาตินะครับมันก็ไปด้วยกันได้
And now we will have to wait and see who will win the general elections. And now let's have a look at the other stories in our weekly roundup.
5 villages in 2 sub-districts of Thailand's eastern province of Nakhon Nayok have been declared disaster zones as bushfires on Khao Lam Mountain, which appeared to be under control last night, reignited due to strong winds. The bushfires, which first erupted on Tuesday evening, have already destroyed about 96 hectares of forest. Helicopters, firefighters, and volunteers have been trying to control the fires, and fire breaks have been built to protect nearby communities. Residents in the Masai district of Thailand's northern province of Chiang Rai are suffering from PM 2.5 pollution, which exceeded 710 microns earlier this week. Meanwhile, the private sector and civic groups have proposed short and long-term measures to address airborne pollution, which is threatening livelihoods and the physical health of residents in the district and elsewhere in northern provinces. One proposal is to declare Masai district a disaster zone so that relief and help can be mobilized, such as face masks, medication, and air purifiers. 36 political parties have signed a code of ethics on election campaigning, under which they agree not to resort to election cheating, vote buying, and mudslinging in a way which could incite hatred or violence. No representatives of the Palang Pracharat or United Thai Nation parties were present at the event. The Election Commission's Secretary General hailed the move as a healthy sign for Thai politics ahead of a free and fair general election. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has designated 16 public venues for campaigning by political parties on the condition that parties strictly comply with the regulations and seek permission at least 3 days in advance. The venues include the City Square or Lan Khon Mueang in Phranakhon District, Jatuchak Park, Lumpini Park, and Wong Wien Yai Circle. Those who are eligible to use the venues must be parties contesting the general election and constituency candidates.
And in this episode of Talking Politics, Uttama Sawanayon, who's the chairman of the Palang Pracharat Party's policy committee, tells us why he believes that Prawit Wongsuwan can bring about political reconciliation after the elections.
General Prawit Wongsuwan, leader of Palang Pracharat Party, has been portraying himself as a peacemaker who can reach across the aisle to bring about political reconciliation. What does he have up his sleeve?
I believe that what Kun Prawit has in mind is that because of what the country is facing today, all the challenges, all the obstacles, we need to mobilize resources, people, brain power, everything from different sectors of the economy, of the country, as well as in politics. We need to marshal everything that we can so that we could manage all these challenges, and equally important, to move country forward. And that is what I think Kun Prawit is communicating, that he is in the position to do that effectively for the country.
But many people are not convinced. The fact that General Prawit has always been seen as part of the military clique supporting the Prayut government has raised doubts about his real motive.
Right. I think we have to look at what he has done, his personal experience, which involves many areas. As I said, the challenges are enormous for the country. So I would think that we would need a leader that has sufficient experience to take the country forward and to make sure that the government, the next government, if Kun Prawit has an opportunity to work in the next government, that the next government will be able to carry the tasks and mobilizing the strengths that we have. Now he has, I think, tremendous experience, working experience in various roles, which I think we all know what he has done professionally. But not only that, in politics, he has had extensive experience. Even prior to joining the present government, he was in politics before. Now, from where he has been up to today, and then in a couple of months, 3 months, hopefully, we will see the next government. Assume that he will be there in the next government as well. I think he'll be able to leverage his experience, both professional experience as well as political experience in getting people together. And my own observation of Kun Pravit is that he can do that. He has the charisma to do that, frankly speaking.
General Pravit's message of reconciliation came amid speculation of a political deal that would see his Palang Pracharat party bury the hatchet with Pheu Thai, the main opposition party. Is General Pravit finally ready to shake hands with former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, who still calls the shots in the party?
Let's put it this way. The stand of Palang Pracharat party, which is also reflected by Kun Pravit in his communication, is that, look, today, let's work together. Whatever party that is eligible to come in, into the election, let them have their chances. And the people will be the ones who decide once it comes time to form a government, the next government, which we all know will be a coalition government, who should be there, and so on. So that's the stance that we take.
Most major political parties are selling populist policies to their constituencies. What distinguishes Palang Pracharat from its rivals?
I think every party, probably, to be fair to say, looks in the same direction because we all are in the same situation with regard to the country, Thailand, economy and so on. But what we are offering at Palang Pracharat is this. First of all, let's get the country moving again. Economic challenges must be overcome quickly. Hardship must be addressed comprehensively. But that's not enough. At the same time, let's work together to put down a solid fundamental and platform to move the country forward, to grow the country in a sustainable manner and in a manner that is that covers all Thais. And that's what we are offering. Two things. Be realistic. What we're facing today, let's get that done.
Now on to this week's episode of Walk-A-Tif. Kitipat Chusukjit will take you to this art exhibition by international students, which presents mixed media artwork created with the involvement of artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, now plays many roles in our daily lives in big and small ways. Today, we will visit an art exhibition by high school students which also uses AI technology to create unique artworks through a project called IM-PERMANENCE, Illuminating Existence Through Perspectives. The 9 young artists in this project have collaborated with AI to create thought-provoking artworks that represent their beliefs on how we should live and the impact of the impressions we leave behind. One of the interesting works of art created by Selina, called We Left an Impression, however temporary. She said the final product reflects what she believes about life.
One of the first quotes that I have was, though happiness may be easy to find in life's simple things, it is often temporary. lasting happiness is a continuous pursuit that never ends. So this is something that I believe in. And when I was trying to create an artwork that would represent this, I wanted to think about the emotions that I wanted to convey with the artwork, and also some memories that people may have. I understand that some people may come to different conclusions, and that's totally fine. Some people may disagree. They might think, hey, I don't understand, or I don't think that number 2 is right, or like, I don't believe that. And I think that's completely fine, that these are the things that I have come across, and there's most likely going to be a lot of things that I have never come across that I might agree with that other people have.
I like to draw a lot.
Sarankon is another grade 11 student participating in this art experiment. His work, Momentous Faces, Silvers of Impressions, used the Medibank Paint Pro program to generate 25 masks, reflecting his own identity and the impressions others have of him.
Once I interviewed all 24, I went back to kind of self-reflect and take in all these impressions to see who I really am. So if you also take a closer look into each of the masks itself, they also have labels. So some of them have labels of certain traits that they see me as. Some see me as a person who's creative. Some may see me as a cold person. So these are the impressions they've gathered of me, and what I want to use these impressions for influences how I want to live.
Artworks are not only things these students will get from working with AI. The way they have to work with the program will also help in refining their writing skills.
So one of the big things with working with AI, some of the skills that they would learn from using AI is actually refining their writing, because you have a big body of writing that formulates your beliefs or even how you might describe an image in your head. But you need to concisely develop a prompt to inform the machine or inform the AI to generate the image that's possibly in your head. So the AI making process allows students to basically refine their thinking and to hyper-focus on the beliefs that they have, and then they will share those beliefs to the AI to help build that representation that best communicates their idea.
For those who would like to appreciate the collaborative artworks between human and AI, the Impermanence exhibition will be held until Monday, April the 2nd, 2023, on the 5th floor of the Bangkok Arts and Culture Center. Kitipat Chunsukhtit, reporting for Thai PBS World.
We've just explored AI and the future of art. Now we go back in time with some traditional Thai performances. We've been talking about Nora, a traditional dance performance from the south of Thailand, from its heritage, its lineage, its listing by UNESCO, and even its presence on the international stage. In fact, Nora's culture is not exclusive to Thailand, but its descendants can be found in Malaysia as well.
Despite the indifference in costumes and rhythm, Nora Ban Klong Tam from Kedah, Malaysia, continue to perform their distinctive folktale about the affair of Tao Virunhok's wife, reflecting the Buddhist precept to refrain from sexual misbehavior. This shows that despite residing in various regions, the communities have similar views.
Nora มันแปลกออกไปนิดหน่อยคือการขับร้องการรำอาจจะไม่ประณีตเหมือนกับฝั่งไทยเพราะฉะนั้นคือการรำจะไม่ประณีตเหมือนฝั่งไทยก็มีการรำแค่พอเป็นไปได้ทำตามครูสอนมาแบบนี้คือไม่ได้ละเอียดอ่อนเหมือนกับที่นี่เป็นการที่มารำครั้งแรกน่าจะเป็นคณะแรกในมาเลเซียหรือผมก็ไม่ทราบนะเป็นเหมือนกับความภูมิใจจากรุ่นอาจารย์มาถึงรุ่นผมก็มีคณะเราก็ได้เข้ามาร่วมงานในครั้งนี้
This is the first time Kedah Manora has visited Thailand, with over 10 famous Nora troupes from southern Thailand providing entertaining performances. The event Nora Wisdom Heritage of Thailand served as an excellent opportunity for the Nora troupes to reunite and demonstrate their shared and common identities. Apart from amusing performance, here is the exhibition Nora Wisdom Heritage of Thailand, which explains Nora knowledge to those who interested in entering the world of Nora with 3 zones: Traces of Nora, the Realm of Nora Heritage, and Nora in the Changing World.
ซุ้มของเราก็คือซุ้มโนราดวงดวงสาธิตกับว่าคนให้ความสนใจกับโนราเยอะมากหลังจากที่เขาประกาศเป็นทะเบียนเป็นมรดกโลกทางวัฒนธรรมทำให้โนราถูกการยอมรับนับถือมากขึ้นคนก็สนใจโนรามากขึ้นโนราเราไม่สูญแน่แต่ที่จะสูญก็คือความรู้ที่ไม่ได้เกิดการถ่ายทอดจากรุ่นสู่รุ่นแบบทั้งหมดเพราะฉะนั้นผมคิดว่าการเรียนโนราเนี่ยเรียนให้มากดีที่สุดส่วนจะใช้หรือไม่ใช้นั่นอีกเรื่องหนึ่งแต่รู้ไว้ก่อนดี
Nora has long been involved in people's lives and was listed by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. As a result, this event, Nora Wisdom Heritage of Thailand, at Wat Phaboromathate Jedi Khien Bangkaew, Pathalung, by Thai PBS Media Center for Art and Culture in collaboration with the Department of Cultural Promotion, Ministry of Culture, Thai Health Promotion Foundation, and Thailand Science, Research and Innovation, aiming to spread this proudly local entertainment to international communities.
And that wraps up tonight's edition of This Week with Thai PBS World. Join us every Friday at 10:45 p.m. only on Thai PBS. And don't forget to follow us on social media, including our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest updates about Thailand as well as analyses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ